Yeah, I don't see any sign that says no photography anywhere. And then so right
Sir,
here it says photography.
Practice social distancing, please. Give me 6 feet, please. And this is gentleman right here. He's recording me as
Hi.
he's talking.
Good, I'm trying to get a copy of poster 7.
Okay, what for?
Um,
You're Mr. Lanza, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Michael Bond?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to
I'll
meet
be
you.
seeing you in, next week, so.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I didn't see any signage in there that says no photography.
Okay.
And the employee just told me take a picture of the thing on the wall.
Okay, well,
So I wanted to get an official copy.
You can get it online.
I
sir?
can't, I don't have access to be able to get it
Would you mind
online.
not recording me? I do undercover work and I really don't want to be on recording if that's okay, and we can try to help you out as
Well,
best we can.
okay, well, I won't point over here, but
Well,
yeah.
if you could not pointing it all at us, we really appreciate it, okay?
I just want to get a copy, and if I need to pay for it.
but,
We don't have
charge
that
for
ability.
Let's step on the side for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Do you want to take a picture?
I did take a picture, but, you know, it's,
Hold on. Here, right here, recording presence. That explains what you're allowed to do, what you're not.
Yeah.
Put him a copy.
yeah,
Just
right
put it out there.
here.
We'll get him outside.
Right here's what I read. and-
Okay, well, here's the deal. Let's step outside, okay?
Okay.
And let me explain this to you. All right? So the way this works, all right? The post office allows you to, from the outside of the building, the PO box lobby. Once you get inside the customer lobby, if it starts causing issues, the manager can ask you to leave, which you did in this case, okay? The same thing happened at Lower Paxton. They told you to leave, all right, starting on TIF there, and that's why I'll be seeing you next week at the DJ's office, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
they talked to me. I didn't even talk to them first.
But that's how
So-
it stands. So postal management, okay, the supervisor, the guy you're talking to, can tell you to leave. If you don't, then you can be arrested and charged with trespass. But it's usually when it starts to interfere with the business
Yeah,
inside.
move that way so
Yep,
we're
step
not
on
blocking
this way a little
these
bit.
people's
So
way.
that's how it works at the post office. You can film the outside of the building, the PO box lobby, like I said. That's allowed, but once if it starts causing an issue with business operations, they can ask you to leave. And then if you don't leave, you can be charged with trespass. That's
Yeah,
how it works. But
well, you know,
he's going to work on getting you a copy of poster 7.
okay.
But you know that if they tell you to leave and you don't, that's when it might cause you other problems. So but we'll just wait for the poster, and then you'll have what you need.
But they have to have a legitimate reason to have you, you know, make you leave from an area. You can't just say, well, I don't like him because he has a yellow shirt on. You know what I mean?
But if it's causing a business disruption, which this may or may not, I don't know. People start getting upset in there about it. It causes a business disruption. They can leave, like any other business can. Any business can do that. It's not just the postal service.
Well, I never caused any business
So,
eruption.
well.
If anything, I was assaulted by another customer. I was refused service, never got my stamps, that I never got to mail my package.
Well, again, I can't talk to any of that because I wasn't there, so I don't know
Right.
what happened with that. But that's how it works with photography with the post office.
Yeah.
The outside.
The manager's right on the original video saying, well, we know you can record, but why are you?
Well, again, I can't speak for what they did. All right.
Yeah. Well,
It
neither
just-
can I, because I still don't know why they even did it.
Well,
I mean,
again,
we
if
live
the-
in a modern world.
I understand
Everyone
that,
has a
but again,
phone. Everyone talks
If
on
they have a problem with something you're
FaceTime.
doing, they can, and it starts causing business problems inside. That's when they can tell you to leave. Okay. Now he did ask you to leave today, so I would suggest you get your poster 7 when he brings it out and leave. Okay, because otherwise, that's when you run into trouble with being cited for stuff. Okay, like what happened out of Lower Paxton. You and I both know. Okay. But again, we're going to talk about that, I guess, in court next week because we have a thing with the DJ over there off of Locust Lane. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, so once it comes out, you got your poster.
And
he has to
what's
leave.
your official title? Your name is Michael Bond, right?
Yeah, I mean, what you call United States Postal Inspector.
Okay.
So,
And I'm curious, how long have you always worked in the Harrisburg area, or?
not relevant.
That's,
No.
that's
Oh.
yeah.
So,
And sir, I asked you please don't film me. I really asked you nicely, and your camera keeps turning more and more toward me. Would you mind turning it more to the outside, please? I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I find the need to document things, record things all the time because there's a lot of corruption that seems to happen to me.
okay, well,
You know.
I can't helping in that, dude.
People
I
making
deal
up
with the post office.
people
so.
making up stories just like at the post office. I mean, I'm literally standing in line minding my own business, and all of a sudden these people don't like something. I don't like paying taxes, but I do it. You know what I mean? You go to a sporting event, you videotape everything, no one seems to have a problem, but then you're in another public area and all of a sudden people have a problem with it. Doesn't make any sense.
Again, there are restrictions people can put in place, and it's been upheld by the courts that you can't film in these areas, which is why the post office says you can do the outside, the PO box lobby, and beyond that it becomes more the manager's discretion, which that poster 7 explains.
The issue is also people don't, when they're using their credit cards, they're handing credit cards over, they don't want somebody recording and possibly recording their credit card numbers, and that's a big issue. And that's one of the reasons they don't want recording is because.
Okay, so tell me how many cases you have where people recorded their information and
I
got
don't work
it.
those kind of
It's
cases,
irrelevant, and you're just making up things to
Well, sir,
reason.
I'm being respectful, and I just tried to offer one reason why. I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm giving you one reason why that I was informed of this. But you don't have to like my answer.
It's fictitious. There's no credible data that supports your allegations.
Actually, there is. Are you
Yeah.
in law enforcement?
I have family in law
Okay.
enforcement.
Well, if you're not in law enforcement, you're not an intelligence analyst, you're not in the banking industry, then you wouldn't have that data to go by. But
You're
I'm not
more
gonna
likely
sit-
to
I'm not
have
gonna sit and
your-
debate it with you,
your-
sir. I'm not here to.
You're more likely to have your data
There
taken
you go. That's your
going
poster
shopping
7?
online and
All right.
using the internet than
That
you are
explains
standing
what you're
somewhere.
allowed to do with the recording, what you're
Well,
not. Okay, and the manager asked you to leave. Okay, so if you don't leave, he can, then we could possibly do a trespass issue. So now is your time. You got your paperwork, you got your information, and you're asked to leave by the manager. So please do
All
so.
right. Well, thanks for the paperwork. Yeah, and I'll see you
See you next week. Yep.
in court.
Thank you.